Hello and welcome to the 2023 St. Johns County School District Battle of the Books. We're excited to have each of you here to participate and extremely excited to have our teachers, classmates, families, friends, and community members joining us live online. Our returning Elementary South champions from Otis Mason Elementary School are vying for a repeat of this year's title. Rumor has it, all of our teams have been reading since this summer, buffing up their brain muscles and running through books like our local Jags player, Trevor Lawrence, preparing for the most intense and competitive sporting event in the district. There's no doubt about it. If you want blood, sweat, and tears, suspense, intrigue, and an ending you didn't see coming, stick with us today. You're in for a treat. My name is Kim Dixon, and I serve as the Director for Instructional Resources and Media Services, also known as ERMS, for St. Johns County Schools. I'm joined today by an amazing team that has worked hard to bring you our annual Battle of the Books. Last year's online battle was so successful, we decided to host it virtually. Again. I'm sorry. Last year's online battle was so successful, we decided to host it virtually again. This format allows for friends and family across our district, state, nation, and yes, even the world, to join us and witness the genius competition. Please welcome the brains behind today's technology, the people who made it possible to have our competition online, Dr. Diane Lawson and Ms. Allison Verbal, our applied technology specialist. They are an integral part of our support system and are also responsible for keeping accurate score today. Say hello, Dr. Lawson and Ms. Verbal.
Good morning, teams. Welcome to our battle.
Good morning, everybody. Good luck today.
Working hard to create, gather, and organize the battle questions, all while supporting the efforts of our team of renowned media specialists. Please welcome Ms. Amelia Zatowski, Specialist for Instructional Media. He's worked tirelessly to gather the questions and answers for this year's battle and ensured their accuracy. Hello, Ms. Z.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Good luck, everybody. Go get them.
And our couple of folks have been with us every step of the way. Ms. Tamara Advano Lane and Ms. Erica Jackson, our Executive Secretary, are supporting us behind the scenes, that is, off camera today. I can't say enough about how hard our ERMS team works and how grateful I am that they're an important St. Johns County School District employees, providing support to teachers, students, and staff. Let's have a shout out to our ERMS team, everyone. Before I turn this over to the specialist, I want to say how inspired I am by the student readers, media specialists, teachers, team sponsors, and caregivers. Your dedication to reading and commitment to your team are truly inspirational. Good luck today. Finally, I want to acknowledge the tremendous support we receive from our district leaders, the St. Johns County School Board members, Mr. Forson, our superintendent, and the district leadership team, and their well wishes for excellent competition today. So, without further ado, let's get ready to battle! And over to you.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, you fabulous Battle of the Books teams. Today, we have our fabulous Elementary South teams, and we're going to introduce each of you and have each of our club sponsors introduce your teams. And so first, I want to kick it off with our returning champions from Otis Mason, led by Miss Allen. Miss Allen, take it away and introduce your team.
Wave when I say names. Hi, guys. We have Stella Shuford, Jordan Newsome, Penny Puck, Ansley Turner, Addie Cruz, Adeline Flores, Kalina Buing, and Emerson
in Lavongsa.
All right, go.
We are the Savannah team.
Wonderful. Go ahead, our Crookshank, led by Ms. Boyd. Introduce the first name of your players and give us your cheer. Go ahead.
We have Natalia. We have our team captain, Hannah. We have Ella. Ella. We have Ivan, and we have Jason, our science teacher. Yay!
Fabulous. Let's hear it for them and go ahead, Piccolata Crossing, led by Miss Yelvington. Give us the first name of your team players and give us your cheer. Go for
All
it.
right, here we go. We got Piccolata kids. I'm Jeremy Detmer. I'm Nathan Rodriguez. Abby. I'm Olivia. I'm Paige Chris. And I'm Rylan. And we're the Piccolata Pumas. Ready? P-U-M-A-S Pumas. Let's go.
Pumerific. Go ahead, Palencia. I see you've got your signs. Let's hear it for Miss Flowers. Go ahead and introduce your team's first name of your players. Go for it.
Good morning. We have our Palencia Battle of the Books team. Armeen and Stephanie and Golden and Reed and Emily S. We are setting sail into tomorrow's world. Go Pirates!
Wonderful. And next we're going to hear from Osceola, led by Miss Blanco. Go ahead and give us the first name of your players and introduce your team.
Our team is Dylan,
Shelby.
Shelby,
Evangeline.
Evangeline, Jack,
Addison.
Addison, Olivia,
Leo.
and Liam. And 1, 2, 3, go.
We are the Wildcats, the mighty, mighty Wildcats. We are the Wildcats, the battle cats. Wildcats.
Wild. That was wonderful. And next we have Keterlinas, led by Miss Henman. Go for it. Introduce the first name of your players and give us your cheer.
Good morning, everybody. Here are our Dolphins ready to compete.
Casey. You are. Gavin. Wyatt. Olivia.
LT.
Awesome. And next we have Southwoods Elementary, led by Mr. Hoffman. Go ahead and tell us your players and give us your cheer.
We have Danny, Molly, Caden, Rosie, Dustin, and Eli. 1, 2, 3, go.
We don't walk like the turkeys, we soar like the eagles. Go Eagles!
Wonderful soaring. Go ahead. And next we have from WD Hartley, Miss Pryor. Go ahead and give us your players for the day.
Good morning. I'm going to let them say their names. Go ahead, guys.
Sage. Marlena. Omar. Nabai. Olivia. Nancy. Marlo.
Ready? Go.
Hawks!
That was fabulous. And we have our RB Hunt Elementary School, led by Miss Nehemiah. Go ahead and introduce your team for the day.
My RB Hunt Islander team captain.
Shay. Hyundai. Elsie. Chloe. We are the Islanders.
Wonderful. Wards Creek Elementary School, where are you? Led by Miss Fanning. Let's hear it for your team.
All right, today we're starting off with our team captain.
Jason. Sanjeev. Ginny. Mackenzie. Jennifer. Ashika. Isabella. W. A. R. R. I. O. R.
S.
Warriors. Wonderful. And last but certainly not least, we have Webster, led by Miss Marson. Go ahead and introduce your team. Let's go. Bring it up and go.
Hey everyone, we've got Blake, Michael, Paisley, Kinley, team captain Brianna, rider Zoe, and we are Webster Wolverines.
And we have Mill Creek. We didn't forget about you guys. Don't you think we did? Led by Miss Bergman, go for it.
Hey, Mustangs, we have our Captain Zora, Brant, Marissa, Leah, Ava, Caitlin, and Ariana.
Let's go Mustangs!
Wonderful. These teams look great today. Before we kick off our battle, I want to remind you of some rules that we have to go through. Remember, each team has 5 members participating in today's competition. Alternates may watch but may not participate in today's competition. Alternates may have one timekeeper to keep track of the rounds. The questions may be read by your team sponsors. Teams will discuss and select the answers. The answers will be entered by an adult in Socrative. All of the books titles are answer options in Socrative. Should you have a challenge, your team scribe will record the number of the quote, or excuse me, of the question in which book being challenged. All challenges will be reviewed at the end of each round in the main room. Any questions not answered before time expires will be marked incorrect and may not be challenged or answered after time is called. Scores will be tallied at the end of each round. Please be reminded that you will need to have keep your own time and have your timekeeper keep track of it, as there is not a countdown clock. A timekeeper will keep track of the time. At the end of the 3rd round, we will announce the winner of the District Battle of the Books, unless there is a tie. In that case, we will enter a bonus round to find out the year's winner. Dr. Lawson, is there anything we need to remind them of?
Good morning. Welcome. Yes, we're just going to go over a few things. Momentarily, when we start round 1, we're going to put each team into their own private breakout room. Each team will have a total of 10 minutes for each round, and teams will automatically be recalled to the main room at the end of each round. This 10 minutes gives you a little more than 30 seconds per question. You may exit your breakout room and return to the main room before time is called if your team completes all questions before the allotted time. When everyone is successfully in their breakout room, we will begin the competition. When we start the round, you will be asked to enter your team name. Remember, your team name is your school initials in all capital letters. This needs to be the same for each round, so please make sure you put it in the same way for all of our rounds. Again, please enter your school initials in all capital letters. Your first question will appear immediately, and remember, you'll have 10 minutes to answer all the questions. Can we get a thumbs up reaction tool from your team if you are ready to get this battle started? It looks like everyone is ready to go. All teams, you can go ahead and turn off your cameras, and I am going to send you all to the breakout rooms.
While everybody's going to the breakout rooms in the main rooms, we're going to have things happening. So we'll be having videos from all of our books that we've been reading, and everything will be happening in the main room so that we can see a timer so we'll know how long each round will be taking place.
All right, Ms. Zakowski, I am ready with the breakout rooms and teams are ready to go. I am going to open the breakout rooms. Remember, teams, once you get in the breakout room, you already have your Socrative screen ready. As soon as everyone is successfully in their breakout room, I will start the battle. It may take a minute. So if you're in the breakout room and you don't see the start for a minute, don't panic. It's coming. We just want to make sure everyone gets there. And I am opening the breakout rooms now.
Our teams have all gone into their breakout rooms successfully, and they should be doing all of their beginning starts for their battle. So right now we're going to start our battle of the books in our main room, and we're in round 1, which means we have some things that are going to be happening out here. We're going to be talking about the books that our teams have been reading. This battle will go through really fast for the first round. It's going to be approximately 10 minutes, which will give us a quick little kickoff, and we'll be able to see some things and hear about one of our books from each of our stories, get a little synopsis of things that are happening. It's going to be quick, but it will also show us some things about what's happening right here on the screen. So as we can see, these little icons right here are the battle going on for each of the questions. The icons are bicycles. We do not know which team is which, but we do know that the teams that are answering questions correctly are moving forward. So that gives us an idea about what's happening in this battle right now. So that green bicycle, they are really sailing through those questions and answering them pretty quickly, which is pretty exciting because they're only in the battle about 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And so that's pretty fast. So that's pretty awesome because they've got a little bit of time left to go, but they are going through those questions pretty quickly and pretty fast. While that's happening, we're going to be able to watch some videos about some of the stories that we have. So the first one we're going to watch is about measuring up, which is a great story that tells us about a little girl who loves to cook. And I do love to cook. I also love to eat too. So let's hear a little bit about this.
Let's start with a book. Do you like to cook? In Measuring Up, written by Lily Lamati and illustrated by Ann Zhu, 12-year-old Cece lives in a small town in Taiwan and loves cooking with her grandmother. But then, Cece and her parents moved from Taiwan to Seattle. Cece makes new friends but misses her grandmother very much. She enters a kids' cooking contest with the hopes of winning the prize money to buy a plane ticket so her grandmother can visit. But Cece has some tough competition in Miranda, who is a master of Italian cuisine. The two of them are teamed together during the early rounds and become friends, but then have to face each other in the finals. This graphic novel is a real treat to read and a feast for the eyes with lively and bright illustrations. This book made me hungry. I love to try new things, and this book gave me so many ideas for different foods I'd like to eat. Food is a great way to explore the world. By finding out more about what other people grow, cook, and eat, you can learn a lot about the world and how to relate to people. Food is reflective of people's traditions and their histories. It really tells a story. Talk to people who are making the food you eat. Do research and ask questions to help you embrace the culture of the food you're eating. Your reflections on the people you meet and the things you learn are something great to write in a diary or a journal. Or maybe Measuring Up will get you excited to try a new restaurant and write a review for your meal. Or it'll maybe inspire you to dream up your own recipes and write a cookbook. Or maybe you'll want to cook with a family member or friend and write down the recipes you make together. Writing a recipe down is a great way to remember and share food favorites. Writing for yourself doesn't have to be fancy or formal or hard, so give it a try. This book will really help you see that food has a way of bringing people together, but it also made me think about how not everyone has the food that they need. Hunger is hard to see, and it is a problem that we can solve, and there's a role that each of us play. Investigate how best you can help. It might be by holding a food drive for a local food bank, or you might want to learn more about what the government could do to address the root causes of hunger, and write or call your local representatives about making better policies. You could start a community garden, or you could do some cooking of your own, hold a bake sale, and donate the money to a food bank or other organizations fighting for food justice. Did this book spark new thoughts or make you wonder about something else? I bet you all have great ideas. So put them into action. I hope you will pick up this Read Across America recommended book and are inspired to read, write, and get things done. Bye-bye!
Wow, I love to cook and I love to read and write with my kids about things that we eat. So a cookbook is a great way to talk about writing about and reading about food. And as we can see, those bikes look like they've made some progress. That green bike was certainly in the lead when we first started, but look at it go. And that blue bike and that orange bike have caught up and are well in the lead and catching up to that green bike. So it is certainly not the only one. The orange bike has gotten there and gotten tied up to the green bike. So we might have a bit of a tie to deal with in the first round to come up to. So who knows? But it tells us that if, that orange bike just got ahead and now the green bike is kind of sitting there. I wonder if they're kind of tussling back and forth with some of those questions that they have. And the black bike or silver bike has actually gotten up there too with it. And then we have the red bike catching up with that and the blue as well. So 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go. And they're coming back into the main room.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
We have some teams coming back. Ms. Zukowski, I do want to mention we have currently 91 people watching live on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, if you will type into the chat where you're watching from, we've had viewers from all over the world in our past Battle of the Books, and it's always amazing to see what states, cities, and countries that people are watching from. So we have had some people cheering for their teams in the YouTube chat. So if you are watching and you can type in the chat where you're watching from, I know our participants would love to know that.
That's wonderful. Okay, it looks like we've gotten a couple of teams back still. That means that we're wrapping up. There's 3 minutes and 16 seconds left in this round. We have 4 or 5 teams still left in the breakout rooms. So we're going to let them wrap up their last rounds. We can share one more book so that we can give them another book to see so they can introduce another one of our great books.
When the kids in school hear Aiden's story, they taunt him, but Aiden still clings to his story. As he becomes more of an outcast, Lucas becomes more and more concerned. Being on Aiden's side would mean believing the impossible. But how can you believe the impossible when everything and everybody is telling you not to? The Lion of Mars is the story of 11-year-old Belle, the youngest kid in the American settlement, on Mars in 2091. Belle has spent his whole life on Mars, but he's still just a regular kid. He loves cats, any kind of cake, worries about friendships, and he asks a lot of questions. There aren't many rules he has to follow on Mars, but there are a few in place that are strictly enforced. One of these is about not interacting with the other country's settlements, even though it seems as though they were in international friendships in the past. When a virus breaks out and the grown-ups fall ill, Belle and all the other children are the only ones who can help. Their only hope is to somehow make it to the nearest settlement and ask for help. But if Belle can even make it to the settlement, would they help him or would they turn him away? It's up to Belle, a regular kid in a very different world, to uncover the truth and save his family and possibly unite the entire planet. Check out The Lion of Mars by Jennifer Holmes from Harford County Public Library. Call your favorite branch or go to hcplonline.org.
Okay, it looks like we have 30 seconds left in that first round, and it looks like some of our teams have started to come back, and we're going to be bringing them back soon. So hopefully you liked that book, but maybe there was a book that others liked other than The Lion of Mars or Measuring Up. So as we wrap up with 13 seconds left. Remember, we're going to start to total up those scores when people come back in the rounds from the first round, and we're going to see who is in the lead. And we see we had that magenta bike pull way ahead of the crowd. So we are having everyone come back into the round, and while we have people come back in the rounds from their breakout room, we're going to make sure that we total up our scores right now. So Dr. Lawson and Ms. Burball are going to be in the background getting that score together really quickly. And as they do that, we can ask some of our teams what they thought of that battle. How was that round, guys? Make sure people came back. Are we good? Just give me a eye reaction, thumbs up. If you got a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up really quickly. Okay, I want to make sure everyone's back while we do that. That's kind of our check-in really quickly. Do I have everyone back? Okay. All right. Now that I see that everybody is back, welcome back, everybody. Okay, really quickly, before we move on to anything else, I need to ask, are there any challenges? If you have a challenge, can you please unmute and give us your page number? And the question. Question number? Anybody have a question that they have a challenge on? Southwoods, do you have your hand up?
No, we do not.
Okay. All right, so now that there are no challenges, I am sure we are ready to almost see those fabulous scores, but we are getting ready to get them in there into that PowerPoint. I see the excitement in the background. How are we looking, Dr. Lawson and Ms. Burball? Okay, they're still working on that
Ms.
score.
Bukowski, we are still calculating these scores. We want to be correct, so we want to make sure we have all those scores right. So we so appreciate everyone's patience. I do want to mention that if you're still watching on YouTube, we did do a shout out because we have people watching from a lot of different places, and we'll share those places in a minute. But if you're watching and you want to share where you're watching from, we would love to hear that.
Okay, I know you guys are sitting patient and you're getting ready. We're adding a couple more scores in there. So if you're doing the wave in the background, like we see some folks doing the wave in the background, you're getting excited. I know, I see those hands waving from folks. I see it, you're getting excited. Sit tight, we're almost ready. It's brewing over. I know, I can't wait either. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, we're doing a last double check. All right. While we're waiting for those scores to be tallied up, remember, think about your favorite book for the next round. So as a team, if you could, think about your favorite book as a team. So if you know your favorite book from this year's Battle of the Books, if you look through that list, think of what your favorite book was so that you can share it with us for round 2. If you guys already know it, you can certainly give me your hands up tool so that you can tell it to us right now. If you know, hey, this was our favorite book, we loved it, go ahead and share it. Go ahead, feel free to unmute yourself and tell us right now. We'd love to hear it. Okay, I see Wards Creek, you're clapping. You already know your favorite book? Go ahead and tell us your favorite book.
Their favorite book is
The Lion of Mars.
We just showed that book. How about it? All right, go ahead. Palencia, what you got?
Amari and the Night Brothers.
Amari and the Night Brothers. All right. What do you have, Webster? What was your favorite book?
Stella.
Stella, my daughter loved that book too because it's got the dog in it. Okay. What do I have, RB Hunt? What was your favorite book? I couldn't hear you. What?
They kind of are going back and forth. They're between Amari, Carry Me Home, and The Lion of Mars. They just can't decide their favorite.
All right. So what I've got a task for you. In round 2, you've got to decide one. I know it's tough, but maybe you can decide 1 or 2. Can you try that for me? Give me a thumbs up if you can try that for me.
We sure can.
Okay. What do you have, Southwoods?
Amari and the Night Brothers.
Oh my goodness, that's another vote for Amari and the Night Brothers. All right, what do we have, Otis Mason? What's your favorite book?
Leonard.
Leonard! Wow, that crazy cat, he sure is winning the game over there, huh? Okay. All right. I'm wondering if our scores are coming in. How are we doing over there on our scores? Hold on 1 second, all right? Okay. All right. So what do I have from Osceola? How's Osceola feeling about their favorite book?
Distress Signal.
Distress signal.
What did they say?
Distress signal.
Distress signal. Thank you. All right. Go ahead, Piccolata.
All right. They were definitely trying to decide between 2. What was the one? Leonard.
It
Leonard and Julieta.
It must be the sunglasses that Leonard wears, right?
Must be.
Must be. All right. Southwood, do you have another book?
Distress Signal. Distress Signal.
Distress signal.
Oh boy.
Distress Signal or Ben Yokoyama?
The Beast and the Bethany.
Oh boy. Mixed bag.
Yes.
Hartley. What do I have at Hartley?
Amari and Night Brothers.
How many votes do I have for Amari? Is that 4 votes for Amari so far, or am I at 5? I've lost track. Mari is a popular book, I take it, huh? This is a fan favorite. All right, we didn't hear from all of you, but I know that I'm going to hear in round 2. And if you couldn't come up with just 1 or 2 books, as a group, think about what your favorite 1 or 2 books were. I liked Measuring Up because I like to cook and I love to eat. Manja, yum. I love food. So I also know that Stella is a fabulous book because I love dogs. So my heart is with Stella. But I also know that there are so many great books out there that you had this year on this list. And I did see a big theme, and that was animals, like Katie the cat sister and Leonard with his crazy glasses, and that cat is wild. So I want you guys to think about your books that you liked. Beast and Bethany was a very interesting book this year, right? It was a little much, a little beastie. How's it going, Dr. Lawson? Do we have scores?
I am back and I have scores ready. Are we ready for those scores?
Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Let me see that excitement. All right, I see some thumbs up. I see some people ready to hear the scores. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Here are our results from round 1. They are in, well, they are somewhat alphabetical. We had to change the name of Hartley. But we can see here we have Mill Creek Academy with 15. They got all of the questions correct. Way to go, Mill Creek. And then right behind them, we have Ketterlinus, Palencia, and RB Hunt with 14. This is exciting, Ms. Sikowski. These teams have been reading and preparing, and I know that their results are making them so excited. It is a very tight race. It's anybody's race right now.
Wow. This just shows all the hard work that you guys did and shows that readers are leaders. Look at these scores. And by no means does it show that anybody is far behind, because look, we are really ahead of the pack with all these scores. Guys, are you ready for round 2 to take it away? Are you ready? I got to see some excitement. How are we doing out there in that audience? Let me see. Where I see the excitement. Do I see it? I see some confetti pops. I see it. I think we're ready. Dr. Lawson, are we ready? All right.
Well, I just muted myself to say I'm ready. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I really am ready. I was so excited. I got ahead of myself. So give me 1 minute. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to get your battle room ready. So all teams, remember, we're about to go back into the breakout room. Once you are in the breakout room, it will take a moment for me to start the next match battle. I know you're excited. So as soon as that screen comes up for you to type in your school's name, remember, it's your school initials, the same way you did it in round 1. Are you ready? I am opening the breakout rooms right now.
Okay, our battle round 2 has started and they are moving over to their battle rooms right now and getting ready to participate in round 2. And we're going to see that those bicycles are just starting to get in, and we're not going to see those bikes moving yet. They're going to be signing into the battle, and then they're going to start answering those questions. Once they start getting those questions right, you're going to see those bicycles move right along and sail through the battle, and then you're going to see them move and go. And as we saw before, just because they start off early, like we see they're neck and neck, all of our colors, doesn't mean that they will be in the lead the entire time. And it is truly anyone's battle, because as we know, we saw that we had that red bike before in the lead, and then that magenta bike took that lead and took it away. So as we know, everybody can be and have a chance to win. So we're at 9 minutes in the battle right now, and we've got quite a bit of the bicycles neck and neck, and it shows us that, wow, they really are doing a great job in round 2. Okay.
Ms. Sikowski, I do want to point out that we still don't know which teams are associated with what colors, and it could be different than the first round.
Yep.
So those teams could be assigned a different color for every round. So just because a team was violet in the first round, that doesn't mean they're violet in the second or third round. They could be rose or green or silver. So if you're watching, the anticipation is on. Excited to see all of these different cities. We're gonna once the kids come back from the next round, I'd love to share with them where everybody's watching from. So if you are watching us right now, if you will share your location, we can share that with our students so they can be just as excited as we are to see how many people are watching. We're up to 105 people now.
Wow, that's a lot of places, or a lot of people watching.
It is exciting.
Wow. And that violet bike could be a different team. And it's certainly taken the pack moving out there and pedaling pretty fast to get those questions right. But don't worry, that orange bike and then that indigo bike is, whoa, catching up real fast with 7 minutes in this battle to go. And that doesn't mean that it won't be a different opportunity for someone else to win. But remember, we've got some videos for us to stay entertained while they answer these questions. So we're going to hear from another one of our authors from My Life as a Cat. Wonderful. I would love to be a cat, sleeping all day, taking naps, living the best life ever. This is one of their favorites, by the way, Leonard.
Humans have it all wrong about aliens. Sometimes I see images of us on television with enormous eyes, with skin the color of spring leaves, and I wonder, who thought of this? What reason could they have? Olive always tells me not to watch those shows. You'll just give yourself bad dreams, she says. So we switch off the TV and curl up by the window, listening to the gentle hush of waves. But the truth is, I really don't belong here. Not permanently, not forever. That's why we're traveling in this camper, zooming down dark roads at midnight. Olive is wearing her frayed overalls, and she's cradling me in her arms. I don't squirm. I don't scratch. I'm not that type of cat. You won't forget me, she says, pressing her forehead to mine. Please promise you won't. She smells of cinnamon toast and raspberry shampoo. There are daisy breads in her hair. And for a second, I consider lying to her, out of love. The words are right there. I will always remember. I could never forget. But I've been honest with her this whole time, and the rules of intergalactic travel are clear. Tomorrow, I will forget everything I've ever felt. In my mind, Olive will exist only as data, as pure information. I'll remember her daisy barrettes, our Saturday afternoons by Wrigley Pier, but not how it felt to share a beach towel, or read books together, or fall asleep under the late June sun. And Olive doesn't deserve that. She's so much more than a collection of facts. Half-heartedly, I summon a purr. It rattles weakly in my chest. You get to go home, Olive says, the ghost of a smile on her face. Home. The camper speeds faster, then faster still. Outside, the sky is full of stars. And I want to communicate that I will miss this, feeling so small, so earthly. Am I ready to go back? Half of me is, and yet when I close my eyes, I picture myself clinging to the walls of this camper. Olive sets me down on the countertop, the plastic cool under my paws. Opening her laptop, she angles the keyboard towards me, a gesture that says, "Type, will you?" But I shake my head, fur shivering. "You don't want to talk?" she asks. What can I say? I owe it to Olive not to make this any harder. So I won't use the computer. I won't tell her that I've been hoping to maybe carry one thing. Maybe if I concentrate hard enough, a part of Olive will imprint on a part of me, and I will remember how it felt. How it felt to know a girl once. Okay, she says, shutting her laptop with a sigh. At least eat your crunchies. So I eat my crunchies. They're trout flavored and tangy on my tongue. I chew slowly, savoring the morsels. This is one of my last meals as a cat. I haven't always lived in this body. Leonard wasn't always my name. Olive pats my head as I lick the bowl clean. I know you didn't want to be a cat, she says quietly, so quiet that my ears prick to hear her. But you are a very, very good cat. I want the computer now. My paws are itching to type. You were a very, very, very good human. Because she is, and she will be, long after I'm gone. If you allow yourself, you might like our story. It's about cheese sandwiches, and an aquarium, and a family. It is laughter, and sadness, and me, learning what it means to be human. On my journey to Earth, I was supposed to be human. That is where I'll begin.
Wow, that book is just like being a cat, laying around and enjoying your life, having a great time, eating your bowl of crunchies. Wonderful. I want to be a cat. I don't know what's wrong with that. I see we have some teams that just came back, and we have our indigo bike in the lead with our silver bike. That is a wonderful thing. There is 2 minutes and 24 seconds left, and that is some Wonderful news for our teams. Round 2 is looking to be quite the round. Remember, we had starting out that orange bike in the lead, but as we said, it is anyone's game. And we have more teams coming back fast and furiously. We don't know who's who, so it is anyone's game right now. But the fun thing is that as our teams come back and they start to carry themselves back into the main room, we're going to start to have them think about what their favorite book was while they were coming back into the main round. We'll also have them think about the questions from round 2 and think about their reactions and what they thought about round 2. Was it difficult? Was it exciting? Are they sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for the next score round? It's anyone's game. Remember, we had our last round where we had Mill Creek in the lead, but that could be a different story this round. They're coming back quickly right now. So, but we still have our bicycles moving through the round. We still have 3 teams in the breakout room, and that means it's still 3 teams working really hard with 56 seconds to go. And I'm sure that timekeeper is probably sitting on the edge of their seats like, oh gosh, come on guys, you got this. Here they go. We're going to listen to one more book really quickly before they go to the 30-second round. This is just a quick little video trailer.
It was not the video trailer we thought it was. So we're going to come back to our bicycles. And Ms. Zukowski, this might be a great time. I see all of our teams have come back to the main room. It might be a great time to share where all of some of our parents and family members are watching.
Yes, that's exact great time, because I just looked at the round. I was like, oh my, there's no time left. Wow,
yeah, there is. We are out of time.
Good.
So I'm going to stop sharing my screen.
Round 2 sped through. Yeah, we're going to look at round 1's results so we can see where our teams are. We're going to be tallying up the team results, and we're going to also be hearing what all of our people that we have watching us are from. We have 105, I think we said, 101?
104 right now.
Oh, 104. Okay, so we're going to finish round 2, and you'll get to see round 2.
So I'm going to reveal the names that go with the scores. So be ready. So here are our results from round 2. Now this is just round 2. This is not cumulative. So what you're looking at is our round 2 results. So good job, teams. I am going to stop sharing my screen. And so we can calculate the scores from round 1 and round 2. And we're going to share from where some of our family members are watching. I do want to point out that I saw we have several people around our school district watching. We had some teachers at St. Augustine High School. We have some teachers I saw from Beachside High School. So we've got some.
Wow.
And there was another one, and I'll find that one as well. So I can tell you, someone from a teacher from Crookshank was watching.
Okay, but we have everyone back, correct?
Everyone is back in the main room. Yeah.
Before we go on any further, I do have to ask a very important question though. Are there any challenges for this round? Any challenges from any of our teams before we move on? No challenges? Okay.
All right. Do you want me to share some of these locations people are watching from?
Are we ready to share locations to hear where everyone's watching from? All right, let the games begin then. Here we go.
All right. We have some people, a lot of people watching from St. Augustine. We have somebody from Hastings. We have some World Golf Village people. We have a Middleburg, Florida. And then we have, let me find it because I just saw from Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, Mexico. We have some Jacksonville, Oklahoma City. We've got somebody from cheering us on from Oklahoma City. We have somebody else from Boulder, Colorado. This is so exciting. So we've got some abuelitos from Colombia and Miramar, Florida. Let's see. And I'm not sure how to say this, so I'm going to try. It looks like Viroquai, Wisconsin. We've got Ponte Vedra High School. There we go. Ocala. We've got some folks here from our building at the Fullerwood Training Center. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Homestead, Florida. We've got people from everywhere. If you're watching and you didn't share with us where you're watching from, please share with us where you're watching from. We are loving seeing where everyone is from. We are still tallying those scores, and we'll be right back with the scores.
Okay, so let's get a reaction. How was the round 2 for you guys? If you think it was awesome, go ahead, and if you can do a reaction tool, do your confetti pop, heart it, you loved it. Oh, it was great. So cool. Yes. All right. If it was fabulous, amazing. All right. Somebody, Palencia, is that you guys that are like, oh, Southwoods, you did not, that was not a good face, was it, Southwoods? Was that Webster over there in the corner that made that face? Oh, okay. But I see a lot of hearts. Is this what I got? I see some people that are trying to make some smiley faces. Warts Creek, I see you making the faces. I don't see you using your reaction tools. That's nice. I like that. All right. I think we are almost ready to display our scores. Am I?
You are correct, Ms.
All
Zakowski.
right.
We are ready to share those scores. So I heard Ms. Zakowski talking about some reaction tools. Let's see, using a reaction tool, how you are feeling about seeing the second round scores. Okay, can you hear me? I see some faces being made. Use your reaction tools, guys. How are you feeling about seeing the scores from this round? I see an X. Maybe not so excited over there. I've got some thumbs up, some smiley faces, some excitement. What are those celebration cones? Oh, there's a heart eyes. Excellent. All right. Well, I think I've made you wait long enough. So let's check out the scores from round 2 and our overall scores. Here we go. These are in alphabetical order. I want to point out we have 2 teams tied for first place right now. We have Mill Creek Academy with 28, and we have Otis Mason Elementary with 28. This is exciting. I kind of remember this battle coming down to a couple of teams at the top last year, and I think it was Otis Mason and Mill Creek that were at the top. So good job, guys, but don't get too comfortable because we have Ketterlinus at 27, Piccolata Crossing at 27, Palencia at 27, RB Hunt at 27, and we've got several other teams in the 20s. So this is not over yet. This battle is not done.
Yeah, and there is a tie right now, and there could be a bonus round. So wowza, here we go. Are we ready to go into the third round?
We are ready to go into the third round. How
Are the
about you
teams ready
guys?
to go
Are
into
you
the third
teams?
round?
Teams, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up on your reaction tool or in your window on your video if you're ready to go into that round 3. It looks like everyone is ready.
We're missing a team.
We got them all. We got all 12. I'm going to check our Socrative screen and make sure we still have 12 people there. And we do. We're good to go. I am about ready to place you back in the breakout room. So teams, remember, the same thing as the first 2 rounds. You have 10 minutes, 15 questions. Once I open the rooms, it will take me a moment to start the battle. Everybody is doing a fantastic job. Let's go. I am opening the breakout rooms now.
Okay, while they go into their next breakout room, we are going into the third round. So we have some teams that are tied, which means that those teams will or could potentially go into a bonus round. All teams will get to play in the bonus round, but the bonus round will be between the 2 teams that are tied right now. So if that happens, we will see what happens with our 2 teams, and we'll see if we have a winner for this year's Battle of the Books or tied winners. So we are right now going to look and see as they log in who pulls ahead. We're at 9 minutes and 38 seconds. And that usually means that they're getting logged in with their school names. And then we have one bike that'll start answering those questions and taking off in the lead. And there they go, that peach bike. That peach bike could be a different school this time. It could be the same school that was in the lead last time. You do not know. And that's the beauty of watching it this way. It kind of keeps you on the edge of the seat. We saw the last time that we had 2 different teams take off. And then we had a lot of teams that did really well in round 2. And so round 3 could be different, challenging. And that's all, it could just be anyone's game. And that's kind of where we're like, oh, we don't know. It's like, oh my goodness, like kind of a different thing than like playing golf. Like you could be a par 1 or you could be a par 5. You could just never know just how the swinging goes. Like I went out to go, play top golf and I did horrible because I kept hitting the mat and just terrible at it. So these are definitely Tour de France bicyclists right now. Like they are winning this game and they are in it to win it. And those bicycles that we thought were winning before that peach one, that blue bike pulled right ahead and there it goes. And the orange bike says, I'm coming to get you. And then the blue one is right there with it. We have a lot more little clips for you guys to watch of some of the books so you can see all the wonderful things that your children were reading. And we have so many people that are watching from around this area and around the country and the world, which is pretty amazing. That's the beauty of having it online. Not everybody can come to a field trip to watch Battle of the Books, but the beauty of having it virtually is that everybody can come watch it. So we have a quick little video clip for us to watch.
And I just want to point out, Ms. Sikowski, that orange bike is ramping up. I love your Tour de France analogy there because look at these bikes go. I am going to go back and find your clip, but this is probably the most riveting sporting event I've been to in a long time.
Hi everybody, welcome to Book Talk Tuesday. Today's book is Katie the Cat Center by Colleen A.F. Venable. What's worse than not being able to afford summer camp? Watching your friends go instead. Katie is sad beyond words when her best friend Bethany is heading out for the summer while she's stuck at home in New York City. She is determined to do something about it. Katie decides to advertise her skills at odd jobs, for a price, in her apartment complex so she can earn money for at least the last week of camp. Most of her hires don't go well until nice Miss Lang in apartment 5B hires Katie for $30 an hour to watch her cats. A dream job? Maybe, until you realize that Ms. Lang owns 217 cats and that they are all mad geniuses at something. But Katie's good with cats, even couch stealing, jet engine shopping, pizza loving cats. It isn't until she starts paying attention that Katie begins to suspect that there's more to Ms. Lang than initially meets the eye. And it may explain why she secretly goes out every night. So you can find out about Katie and the 217 cats and what's going on with Miss Lang in Katie the Cat Sitter.
Wow. And we thought that orange bike was in the lead, and then coming up was the lime bike. Who knew? And then the indigo bike says, I got you. Here I come. And we're going to show the scores again for all of our viewers at home so they can see who was in the lead for round 2 again, because I know we showed it briefly. Our teams know what's happening, but we want to make sure that our families at home know everything that's happening. So we're going to show our scores for you to see that what happened round 1 and round 2. And these are our school initials so that you're aware. We have in the lead, which was Mill Creek, because they were in the lead for the first round. And then we also have in the lead Otis Mason. So they're tied right now. And then we have tie for second, which is actually quite a bit of a tie, which is Keterlinas Elementary School, Piccolata Elementary School, Palencia Elementary School, RB Hunt. So those are our ties for second, but we have a two-way tie for first, which is Mill Creek and Otis Mason Elementary School. And I want to remind everyone, Otis Mason was our champions from last year, so it'll be interesting to see if what they can do in the third round. But we don't know who those bicycles are. It looks like one of our teams came back. And it looks like, remember, we had that lime bike in the lead, but that Rose bicycle, wowza, they just totally pulled way ahead of the gang, and they sailed right up there. And we have another team that just came out of the breakout room. Welcome back. So welcome back to our teams that are coming back from the breakout rooms. I hope that third round was a challenge for you, because nothing says a good tournament like a challenge, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be as much fun, right? So as we wrap up our third round, while your teams are coming back in, we have a couple more videos. We have a couple videos that we can watch to get you guys wrapped up for round 3. So we'll watch one quick little video for round 3. And I think this was a couple of your favorites. So here we go. Here's one quick video. Not this one, Stella. It's okay, it'll be fine. Yeah.
When Daddy took us away from home to the far northwest, to the small town in the mountains of Montana, we didn't know about cold and snow. And living in a car. So when Daddy disappeared and left us alone, all I had were wishes. And whatever I could do to keep us safe.
So more of our teams are coming back. I didn't hear anybody say carry me home, but that's okay. It has some beautiful origami in it. And I loved the pretty cover to it. So I thought that Katie the cat sister was pretty crazy. 200 cats. Wowza. I don't know about that. That's a lot of cats. So we have our bicycles still rolling through those questions though. And that peach bike, it did certainly come up with the lead at the end a little bit, but that rose bike held on to the lead for the third round. So I'm curious to know, wow, that was really a good round for them. 37 seconds are left in 35 now left in this round, and they are almost done with round 3. So I'm going to be quite curious to see who wins round 3. And as we can see, we've got more of our teams coming back in. We have looks like we have one team left, and so they have 10 seconds left. So when they come back in, we'll get to totaling up those totals for everybody, and we will here they come. They're going to come back, and we'll get everybody ready for totaling it up so that we can get very excited for finishing up this round, and we'll see if we have a winner
Miss
for
Akowski,
Battle of the Books.
I did want to point out, I have had some more comments in our YouTube live stream. We actually have some classes from some of our schools that are watching live right now. So here's a shout out to all the teachers and students in their classroom watching. We appreciate you guys making us part of your day. And so I just wanted to give a quick shout out to that.
That's great. Okay, all of the teams should be back and settled now. So before we go on to anything else, my question that is the most serious is, are there any challenges for round 3? I see head shaking. I don't see any reactions. This is pretty straightforward for you guys, huh? Yes, yes, lots of yes. Okay. How are we doing? How was this round? Did we hear from every school about their favorite book while we total up who did not share their favorite book as a team? Who hasn't shared? Catalina's, what's your favorite book? Whoa, Disaster Signal. Okay, who else has a favorite book? Disaster Signal was theirs. Someone else, go ahead, RB Hunch. You guys got your book? You got 1 or 2 books ready for me?
Carry me home.
Oh, we just shared that one. I loved the origami in that. Did you guys learn how to do origami too?
Yeah.
Yes, was that a yes or was that a no?
It was some did and some did not.
Oh, wonderful. So you actually did learn. That's pretty cool. Who else did not get to share their favorite book? I don't know if Mill Creek got to share their favorite book. Did you guys share your book, Mill Creek? Crookshank, go ahead and share your book because I know you guys still have to share yours. Amari has totally taken it home this year. Y'all loved that book. All right, what else? If Mill Creek's able to come off mute, what was your favorite book, guys?
I'm coming. We're coming.
Okay.
I can't get our video on.
That's okay. Take your time.
You can just answer. There we go. What's your favorite?
$1 Million Race.
Ooh. We didn't have anybody say that one. Okay. And did anybody else have did we get everybody to share their favorite book for this Battle of the Books? Are we all good? Yes, I've got a lot of Southwoods is like, yes, you did it. You shared it all, Ms. Z. You're good here. Okay, guys, how did this Battle of the Books do for you guys this year? If you said this was an awesome Battle of the Books, give me a giant thumbs up, or you can have your coaches give a big reaction thumbs up. If you felt I got an ice cream cone from RB Hunt. Wow, you deserve an ice cream cone after this. Yes, a good sweet treat for this one. This was a big sweet treat for everybody, right? I see that the Pumas have brought their paws to win this victory. Let's see if they're going to be clinching a new title. Where is Otis Mason? I don't see their cameras turned on so that we can see who's winning. Is Otis Mason? Are they there? There they are. Yes. Otis Mason, how are we feeling? Thumbs up from Otis Mason. Okay, so as they total up that score from this third round, remember, it is anyone's game. Remember how many ties we had? We had lots of ties for second, and then we had 2 ties for first. So y'all are, anybody can be winning this game. You know that, right? So it really is anyone's game. So there could be a single winner. We could be going in a bonus round. I saw pizza just appear for a reaction tool. So clearly somebody's hungry. And I saw an ice cream cone before. So we know that lunch is near. So I think we're getting those scores totaled up and we're ready to show the scores. Are you ready to see if we have a winner or if we're going into a bonus round? Are we ready? Are you ready? I don't know if you're ready. You're looking a little timid. You're like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see about it. I'm hungry. I want an ice cream cone. Are we ready? Pumas, you had your pause and then you just kind of sat there like, maybe today. Tomorrow might be better. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let's see who's the winner. Okay, I think we have a winner, but we're going to be showing you the scores for. Before we show who all the scores are, we're going to show the winner first. And look who is here with us. Miss Dixon is back. Are you ready, Miss Dixon? Are you ready to announce our winner with us?
Super excited. I can't wait. Let's go.
Okay. And the winner for 2023, Dr. Lawson's getting it queued up for us so we can all see it together. Do I see drum rolls on the tables? Is that happening for us too?
Drum rolls.
Okay, there we go.
Let me share my screen so you could actually see. So I didn't get to see your excitement. Where's that excitement? I'll see a lot of drum rolls. Here we go. 3,
ready?
2, 1. The winner of the 2023 Elementary South Battle of the Books is
Mill Creek Academy.
Way to go, Mill Creek.
You guys won. Congratulations.
It was touch and go there for a while. We had a tight race on our hands. And the results for the rest of the teams are here. We had Mill Creek Academy with 43 points. And then in second place, we have 4 teams. Otis Mason Elementary, Piccolata Crossing Elementary, Palencia, and RB Hunt. What a tight race. And then we have Catalina's right behind them with 40 points. What an exciting day of battling for these books. You guys, I'm so glad to be a part of this. Thanks, Ms. Zukowski. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, congratulations. Thanks, everybody. You fought really hard and you did extremely well this year. Everyone deserves a pat on the back. And you also did an amazing job with all of the reading you did. So everyone that's in the background watching at home and all of our coaches and all of our administrators that are watching, you need to give them a round of applause for all of the work they did reading this year and all of the work they will do again reading next year, because you truly are the true winners, because you were able to read all of those books and remember all of that information, and those scores show all of the hard work that you did. Thank you to all of our sponsors and media specialists for all of the ones that worked hard. You are rock stars beyond belief. And thank you for joining us live, everyone who supported all of our teams on YouTube. We couldn't have done it without you. We enjoyed having you today. Thank you for being here with us, and have a fabulous day. And we will see you next year. And Thank you and take care. Thank you, guys.
Bye.